Well, happy New Year, Sunday subscribers, and those of you who may be tuning in for the first ever time of my first video of 2025. Hello, my name is Katie. I am from the UK. I'm a medical patient and I document bits and bobs here and there, whatever I can find, and some reviews here on this channel. And today we have a review of some Hindu Kush. I don't have the packet because I got this delivered before Christmas and I always just get rid of the packets anyway and put them into a glass jar like this. But this isn't a new bud for me, right? Everybody on the channel that knows me will know that I have been spouting Hindu Kush for ages. Like, I used to get Hindu Kush the first time that I was a patient in 2022, and then something happened to the stock and it got discontinued, and then I only started getting it again a couple of months ago in 2024, the end of 2024. I've got to remember that I'm filming this in 2024, but it's coming out in 2025. So, I know the Hindu Kush, but the reason that I'm filming this review today is, one, to tell you obviously what I think of it, but two, because there will be a short that is connected to this video which will show you the flower. And one of the main reasons that I wanted to do this video is because of the look of the flower, specifically in the batch that I got. So, important to note that I had 20 grams in my cart ready to check out. However, for some weird glitch reason, it only checked out 10 grams at that time. Very strange. So 2 days later, I checked out the other 10 grams, but I'd already received the first 10 grams by the time I checked out the second, right? So I got my first, and then 2 days later, I got the second, and they look completely different. Like, literally look like they're different plants. One looks like Tripoli and one looks like Hindu Kush. So in the short that's going to be connected to this video is where you will be able to see this. I don't have the packets, so stupidly I got rid of them, and I'm not able to see, like, you know, what the batch numbers are and whatever. You guys have the same batch numbers, but I've never seen this before. I've never ever experienced such a drastic difference in one strain alone through like separate deliveries. Because you got to remember, right, that those 20 grams were in the cart already. So if I would have received both 20 grams, I would have opened them up at the same time and they would have been the exact same. Because it's not like it went out of my cart and then I got a new one put in. Like, that's not what happened. So I don't know. That they smell the same, but then again, those of you that have had Tripoli will know that Tripoli is very reminiscent of Hindu Kush. So what do you think? I assume that you've looked at the short by now, and if you haven't, pause the video, go and watch the short that's connected to this. What do you think? Because that's a stark difference, right? Like, look at the size of it. It looks completely different, yet it smells the same, and I don't really know what to think. Because usually it comes out with the bigger nuggets, right? This smaller one is completely different, never seen it before. It looks like Tripoli. I don't know whether this was something that they've done during Christmas, whether this is a mistake, like, I don't know. But what I do know is that I do enjoy the Hindu Kush for what it is. I have got bored of it now. So I'm seeking more of a heavy hitter, if I'm being honest. I want to go back to some more farm gas and, you know, just getting that extra hit a little bit more, because I'm finding that my tolerance is just getting just too high. You know, my sleep is being affected now and all sorts. So for me personally, I loved Hindu Kush and still do love Hindu Kush and would recommend it as a flower on the medical menu at the price that it is at the moment. If it changed and went any higher, I would not recommend it, because you can get multiple other strains at the same price that they probably would raise it at and be better. But it's a very, very nice flower. It's usually big, it's usually dry, it's usually flavorful. It does have a little bit of a hit on your throat if you're a consistent smoker, but it does the job for an indica, whether it's an indica mix or an indica. It definitely does the job for me at night, although now it's starting to become a lot more tolerable, so I think I'm gonna have to step it up a little bit and get myself a little bit of an extra. So yeah, this is a bit of a random one. I know I'm starting the year off with a random one here, and it's not the usual review video that you'd see from me. Obviously, I'm not opening it, right? You're not getting my first review reaction, and that's because there's no first review reaction. You know, I've had this from my first time, so I can't really be like, oh, wow, look what that looks like. Because I know what it is. I know what it looks like. You know, I know how it performs. So this felt like the right time to bring this to your attention, with the fact that I do enjoy Hindu Kush and I do recommend it, but I'm not sure about the latest batches, and I don't know if this is going to be something that happens to you in the future either. I don't know if this was just a mix-up. I genuinely don't know. So leave a comment down below if you have experienced this same thing, like whether it was during Christmas period or whether you've just had it in general, where you've got 30 grams of it and 2 of them are the same, 1 of them isn't. Like, I'm just like a little bit shell-shocked at how different it was. Like, if you have multiple different nugget sizes, even if there's some medium-sized with the big-sized, it would kind of be like, oh yeah, well, it's just smaller buds. But hello? Again, if you haven't looked at the short, you need to be looking at the short, because otherwise you have no idea what I'm talking about. I cannot put it here because YouTube will completely just suppress the video. I'm sure you watch Drew and I'm sure you hear him say, and it doesn't even matter because it happened on my video, but we tell the YouTube algorithm, you know, not to mess around with the video because X, Y, and Z, but ultimately it doesn't matter anyway, right? So I can't show anything on this video. Go ahead and look at the pinned comment. I'm going to pin a comment, right? So go ahead and look at the pinned comment. That is the short. Tell me what you think. What the hell has happened? I don't know. Thank you so much for watching and listening this randomness. Happy New Year. And I don't know what I'm going to be back with, but I will see you in the next video, my loves. Take care. Goodbye. Love you.
And I'm thankful for the fans, the love, the listeners. Yeah, and I'm thankful even for the ones that don't believe in us. Yeah.